So I think this week it's going to be feeds in there, power cables in there. So what we'll do now is lift that pan onto there, bolt it from underneath. The first test run of these, there you go, that's what it does. We are doing something. These boys are here, causing havoc, but took the back panel off and there's a automatic air vent. Neat little trick, she's got Velcro strips on it. Don't go on too bad. Morning. Give that a clean up. Don't know where to have it, maybe along the bottom. Back to this fucking builder problem. So welcome back to the channel. I think I get mixed up with what video is what. I think this will be a Sunday evening's video. So if it is, hope you've had a good weekend. And before I go any further, I don't normally do shout outs, but this guy has asked me to give his son a shout out. So Adam, I'm giving your son Alfie a little shout out. It's his 4th birthday. Apparently Adam and his son Alfie love sitting watching the channel for some strange reason. A 4-year-old loves watching me plumbing. What can I say? So happy birthday to Alfie. Right, so today's video is what's it gonna be? It's first thing for me, it's first thing Monday morning. So I think this week it's gonna be back over to the job with the world's most expensive shower and toilet seats. We've got one more of those B-day seats and toilet pans to go on, which is what I'm going over there this morning to do. Heading over there, then I'll be back on them barn conversions that every man and his dog had an opinion on. The boarding and the showering, the shower trays going in. I get it, but all I've got to do now on that job is the builder's gone, just get it in. So it's not my fault it's boarded wrong, it's not my fault it's the frame stud-work's been put in wrong, it's not my fault they've plastered inside the shower areas, it's not my fault this, that and the other. I've just got to deal with it because that is real world plumbing. That's what happens. So I've had people going, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. That's how I do stuff. For 27 years, that's how long I've been plumbing, that's how I do stuff. Not had an issue. Been working for myself for 15 years. If I'm that shit, what am I still doing here? So that's that done, sorted. So yeah, so we're back over to that job to get what are we doing? We're first fixing the pipe work that's now going behind the boxing. So we'll get over and do that, and I'm sure I've got some other little bits. I've got system internals to change at a restaurant. I've got to go and look at I've got to go and look at a property for a lady. She's converting a bakery that I used to do work at into a hair salon. She's not doing it, she bought the premises or releasing the premises. So I've got to go and have a look at that as well. So there's plenty to do this week. So what I'm going to do is probably bundle it all up and put it into one video for Sunday, because you'll have seen it already. Wednesday's video was the first sponsored video. Don't go in on me. I asked whether people would mind me doing it, and it's all right. It's only one video a month for 90 seconds. Don't lose any sleep over it. Don't go in on me. It is what it is. Right, anyway, I'm waffling now. Let's get to the job. So, like I said, we're back on this job with the world's most expensive toilet seats and showers and everything. So, we're back in here. So the basin's in. We're having the bowl here, obviously, with the remote control toilet seat on the top that sprays water in, hot air, heated seat, this, that and the other. But this was the issue. I'll link up into the corner. The issue with it, we've basically got to cut the back of the cistern out to get this little contraption into work. I'll get it cut out and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So this comes out like so. Just gives you a bit more room in there to do what you've got to do. It's not the biggest space in the world, but so we've got to undo this off there, put that on that way, so it feeds in there and comes out there to loop round and comes out the toilet here. comes out behind the pan there to connect to the seat. So that end bit is screwed onto there, so then we fit this. So there we see we've had to cut that out of there for that little fit in. You can see it. Get it on. Cold feed connecting the bottom one, and then the feed for the toilet seat, which will come out here, connects onto the top one. So I'll get them connected up. So there we go, got it connected. Got the, we know the flush plate's going to work, but that's the only way of doing that is cutting the back out there. We spoke to the manufacturer, spoke to a guy that also fits them a lot, and he said it's a crap design, that's the only way to do it. I say I put a link up in the corner to the previous one where I explained it a bit more. But anyway, we've got the cold feed down now, so the pan sits there. You've got the electric cable there, so the pan sits there, connects underneath, pokes up into the toilet seat, and we'll get that connected in, and away we go with this one. That's the flush pipe on, waste onto the back. We measured it off here. Feeds in there, power cables in there. So what we'll do now is lift that pan onto there, bolt it from underneath, then that's dead secure on there then. Floating pans are always a bit nervy. I don't know why. I know they're all right, but they always sort of think, is it going to be all right? There we go, all bolted in. I'm always just dead wary of these floating pans. You know, even though you're bolting them to the jigs, you know they're fine. Just something about them, you know, when the first time you sit on them. But yeah, that's all in. Water feeds here, electric feeds here. What I'll do now is I get the toilet, get the seat on with the air blower and the heater and all that, and I get the flush plate connected. So there we go, flush plate's on. See, what's nice with this pan is there's three. Where's the other one? 3? No, it's just 2. But it shoots the actual water round the whole lot. Obviously they're expensive pans, but it's just quite nice actually. It's another one of these toilet seats. To be fair, they're not too bad. Put the jig on the top, toilet seat clips on as usual, cold feed and power cable down there, connect underneath, and away you go. They look a lot more intimidating. But it's sods all, once you've done one, you know how they go. So there we go, it's on, fitted. It will, once it's connected up, it's all remote controlled, with the jets coming out there, warm air blowing out there. This seat's heated. Press the button and up they come, all that sort of jazz. But yeah, once you've fitted one, they're fairly straightforward. A bit of a nightmare to start with, but it's fun. Well, here we go, first test run of these. There you go, that's what it does. And I think you can also get the seat to come up. Yeah, seat's coming up, back down, press that. It's a bit dull in there, so we'll bang some lights on, I think. Yeah, have a bit of light on. And also you can adjust the seat temperature, water temperature, the air that's coming out to dry you, adjust that. But funny enough, it won't shoot the wand out or do any of that until you're actually sat on it. So I don't really know how we're going to test it, because I don't fancy sort of sitting on someone's loo to test it out, to be honest. But yeah, different bit of kit. So we've just had Lee the labourer on it, just to try it. He sat on here, hit the button, and he shooted out, and he jumped up and hit the wall where the socket is. So we are doing something. I think that's just cleaning it. Crazy. But then when you leave the room, after a while, it senses there's no one else in there, and the lid will just drop down. Right, so we're on that job with the toilets and with the garden room right down the bottom, and I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos. We had to put a boosted mains water tank in because the pressure coming in is 1.5 bar, and obviously we need 3 bar. So what they've done is put in a complete water mains boosting tank. I'll take you over and show you. These boys are here causing havoc, look. So this is it. We've got the mains coming in here in the court, no, this side, 1.5 bar coming in. So this little contraption will basically fill up. Got a ball valve in the top here, so it'll fill up. Was it 408 litres? 480 litres into there. That pump then pumps it out there, that side, down into, where is it? There's a pipe down into there at 3 bar. But you can adjust it, can't you, lads?
Yes.
Adjust it up to whatever you want. But for this build, it's going to be running the house and the garden room down the bottom. So it'll be 3 bar from there. It's just an easier way of getting decent pressure through a main. Yeah, so we get that tank in. Well, the lads have had to obviously expose a bit there because it just wouldn't go in. So a bit of remedial work on that, but that'll be in soon enough and get some pressure down the bottom. So those toilet seats, they just, I think they're around £1,000, 900 quid a grand, something like that. I think they're around that sort of money. I wouldn't have them personally, but each their own. So that's that little job done. So that job's literally tied up now until they get the booster pump in, and the electrician gets some power down to the garden room at the bottom, and then I'll just pop back and sort of go over stuff there. So that's that done. I'm just on my way now. I've just been and filled the van up. 96 quid to fill the van up. 70, just over 70 litres, 96 quid. I always fill it up. Interesting thing, some people only fill, you know, put 40 quid or so in the van. I always just fill it, brim it, and then go, there you go, you know, you're all right for however long. Got to go now to a little village just outside Warwick where I am, a little village called Barford, and a woman's got, I think, a leak on her overflow pipe going to the trap on the bath. So this has been leaking for a while. She said she doesn't use a bath a lot, it's not a problem, get to me when I can. So got an hour or so now, so I'll fly over and get this sorted for her. Then do some little bits. I think we've got other little bits to do, so we'll see what comes in. Okay, just got to this customer's house. I do quite a bit of work for her. Right, just got to this customer's house. I do bits and bobs for her over a few years, you know, the odd little bit here and there. She's got the world's noisiest fan as well in the bathroom. So I've just been and picked the keys up from a neighbour. So I've just come in and she said to me there was an issue with the overflow on the bath. So I'll just whip the bath panel off and I'll spin it around and show you what we found. And what we first off, took the bath panel off, and there's a automatic air vent that's passing ever so slightly. So I will mention that to her. A thermostatic red valve that goes into 10mm and then into what looks like some sort of a manifold thing, and then off in what looks like 4mm. Never seen one of them before. Anyway, that's for a different day. She's got some look like gas hose bloody connectors to the taps. Anyway, I'm not here for that. I'm here for, I don't know if you can see, the black overflow off the bath waste. It looks like it's split in half, so I'll just sort of try and get myself in there because there's not a lot of room at all. So I'll get myself in there and get that swapped over somehow. So by the time I messed around with it, I might as well just fit a new bath waste in there. So just whip the old one out, got another one out the van, and we'll clean up around there, pop the new one on, seal it in, put a bead of silicone round that bit, washer on, bead of silicone, and then reconnect it up to there, and then leave it overnight, and then she can use it tomorrow. Sometimes it's just, you look at something and you go, do you know what, I'll just change it, because it's just a lot less hassle than trying to put new parts on old bits. So where's the old one? The old one's somewhere, yeah. So I'll just get rid of it, stick a new one in it. There we go, new bath waste. And connected under there, you can just about see it. New bath waste, overflow. Nice little job. So I just come to put the bath panel back on, and because the woman had took it off prior to me getting here. Neat little trick. She's got Velcro strips on it, and you know what? It don't go on too bad. Just push it into place. Job done. Not a bad little hack that, to be fair. See, every day's a learning day. Right, that's that little job done. They're your bread and butter jobs, little jobs like that. Oh, hang on. Got the light, the sun coming through the trees. I had someone comment on one of my videos that he was going to have an epileptic fit because the light was flashing through. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, that job, little bread and butter job, in, out, done. You know, probably 10-15 minutes by the time you've been in there, got the panel off, got the bit out of the van and this, that and the other. But you know, they're the little jobs that people ring you up. There's water, you know, pissing out under my bath, coming through the ceiling, and they are what they are. So I think they're just as important as a lot of the other jobs. I've said to the customer, leave that overnight, and it'll be all good to go in the morning. Right, morning. It's Wednesday for me at the moment. What have we got today? Got to go to a restaurant that I will look after to have a look at the cistern. The guys messaged me and said, can you replace the cistern internals? So we'll go and see why he thinks I need to replace his cistern internals and go from there. So we've got that. Another guy that I look after a couple of his properties for, the customer has said the push button's not working. So I said to him, send me a couple of videos. He's pressing the button. It's a pneumatic air one, so I think the button's knackered on it. So we'll go to PLUMBER, pick a button up to take over, and see if it's that. What else have we got? I can't remember. It'll come to me during the day. It's written down somewhere. Right, let's go. Morning. So what we've got, they reckon when we're pushing this to flush it, it's sticking in. So we'll whip the top off and have a look. Right, okay. Maybe we'll take that out, isolate the water, take that out and give it a good bloody clean up for a start off, I think. Because the mechanism's working, or maybe that's just too high. Alter that, because the top of that will drop down. So alter that and have a look. Right, what I'm going to do with this, if you look in there, you can see, I mean, the push button's working fine. It is actually working, the mechanism, but it just seems to be a bit gunked up inside. So what I'm going to do is get that clean out, maybe drop this top bit down a little bit, because I think it seems to be a little bit too high. It's literally two little lugs at the side, push them in and there we go, literally just dropped it down. So we'll give that a clean up, and then I can make a note of what it is and also get a replacement in the van or get one on order and then just pop in and swap them over. But I think just by cleaning it up and dropping that top bracket down, it should do the trick. We'll give it a go. I think that seems to have sorted it. Give it a little push and see. They're complaining that the button weren't coming back up. That seems to have got it. Give it another couple of flushes and check. Right, just got to this house to do this problem with what I thought was a push button. I've just been in and they were both working inside in the room next door, so I couldn't really do much filming and talking. So I've been in there, isolated the cistern, put a new button on it, checked that it wasn't the button, it was the actual siphon itself. So I shall show you now exactly what it is. So if you have a look, where are we? Just here on that rubber grommet just there. If I blow down it, you can see it's split there. You can see it's split right in that corner. So what I'll do is I'll swing that back over Plumbase now, grab another one of these, and get that swapped out. Right, that's it then, back from Plumbase. Managed to pick one up that was exactly the same. Luckily they had one on the shelf, which always helps. This one's not broke like that one at the top, so we'll see if we can somehow shoehorn it into there without taking that ball valve off, hopefully. Right, that's it. It's in, filling up, not a problem there, went in fair enough, easy enough to do it a flush. Right, so I'm just passing the DPI signs, basically the place that did sign writing on my van. I've been thinking for a while whether to get like the YouTube and Instagram signs put on the side of my van, just to sort of let people know what I'm doing, and you know, it's a bit of advertising for the channel and stuff like that. So I've just literally swung down here now, and I'm going to pop in and see Luke at DPI Signs. I'll add their Instagram on the bottom. If anyone's local or wants signs doing on their van, or even my sight boards, you know, the sight boards that go outside jobs and stuff like that, they've done all that. I think they do clothing, vehicle graphics, signage, all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to pop in now, just have a word with them and just see if we can get it somewhere on the van that works. I don't want it to sort of ruin the look of the van, but they know more than I about stuff like that, so we'll jump out and have a see. So I don't know where to have it, maybe along the bottom or maybe all across the side there. I'm not sure, but the lads here will have a better idea. Yeah. From what we've got. See, I've sort of ummed and ahed about putting it, you know, I've sort of gone, we'll have it there, but then it just looks too much on the door. Yeah. I did think about possibly here, but it just takes away from that. I don't, and I've ummed and ahed and gone, you know better than I. The back's not too bad. You could sort of put it either there. There's plenty of spaces there. Or even there and there. It was just the side. I did
cross, and I'll just put it in a few different locations and sort of say,
yeah.
Well, you know, what you think.
Yeah, because I suppose, could you have them sort of there?
Yeah, you could. It's just knowing what's going to look right. Isn't it?
Yeah, because it just as it is at the minute looks. I don't want it, like I said to you, I don't want it too messy. Yeah, that's it, yeah, and if you have it too small, it's a waste of time. Yeah. But I thought you'd know better than I. Yeah. Position wise, but yeah, you can have a mock up on your thing, and
it. Once I actually put it on there, I'll be able to sort of have a look and go, actually, no, let's put it here. So yeah, no worries.
Sorted.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, Thursday morning now. Just sat in the traffic. There's a set of traffic lights, so I thought I'd do this bit now. Thanks for watching Wednesday's video, and thanks for the comments on it. It was the first video. I was a bit conscious of doing a sponsorship with someone on my videos because I didn't want to detract away from what the channel is, but everyone seems to have gone, yeah, fair play, Mark, just do it. And when I asked about it, everyone went, just do it, mate. The time that you spend doing the videos, why not earn a couple of quid from it? So thanks for that. However, I did get one comment from some twat called Kev, basically saying you sold out to advertising, I'm unsubscribing from the channel. So everything he likes about the channel for 90 seconds on one video a month for 10 videos, Kev's got the and unsubscribed, so that's what you're up against. Anyway, thanks for all the good comments on it. We're going over to the barn conversion today. They've unloaded the container with all the sanitary ware in, so I'm going to be able to see exactly what's going where, so we'll be able to lay it out, get it done. I've got to fix the bath in, ready for the toilets Monday. So we'll swing over there now as the lights are about to change. We'll swing over there now and see what's what. Right, back on this barn conversion. The labourers have got all the sanitary ware, bathroom stuff, sinks, basins, toilets, all stacked in a room. So I've just been through it all, and they're not vanity units, i.e. that run all the way along with the inset cistern and all that. It's basically just a freestanding unit for the basin to sit on, and then a freestanding Victorian style toilet. I'll spin it here, I'll spin it around and show you. That's the freestanding vanity unit, which is all well and good. And then they're freestanding toilets as well. You know, just sort of like that design, which is fine, but The drawings, I think I've said before, I've carcassed it for it to be a vanity sort of unit from there to there with everything in set, and it's clearly not. So they're going to have, back to square one with it, they're going to have to stud this off. So they're going to have to stud that one off. There's another one in here. You know, they're going to have to stud that off there, you know, sort of bring a boxing off, pipework and everything behind it, re-skim it, and then fit the freestanding unit and the freestanding toilet onto it. Yet the drawing shows, I'll try and stick a link in just to show you how I've carcassed it out, first fixed it. It's just annoying. It's annoying that they say one thing, do the other, and then say, oh, we're going to swap it and do that. And then you come to do it 3 days later and you still got the same problem. So the builder's on his way out shortly. I'll go through it and I'm back to this fucking builder problem. So there we go. That was a bit of a different week, jobbing around here, there and everywhere, getting a load of bits done, which was quite nice than being on one job permanently. So hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop me a comment, and I shall see you next week. Later.